Public speaking skills for you. How to deliver informative speeches is an excellent video lesson for you to learn and master the art of delivering speech of information. Public Speaking Skills is a very popular video series from ITV Life Skills for you to improve your speaking skills and public speaking. In this series of video lessons, we're continuously learning various aspects of public speaking and how to become a great speaker. In the first video of Public Speaking Skills for you, we learned how to develop self-confidence for public speaking. In the second video, we learned how to deliver your message in public speaking. In the third video, we learned how to prepare your speech for public speaking. And in the fourth video, we learned how to use powerful presentation aids. If you haven't seen any of these videos, please do. The links are given in the description box below. Watch all the videos carefully to become an expert public speaker. Also, there's a surprise gift for the one who answers all the questions with the best answer. Stay tuned and best of luck. How do we deliver speeches of information? Before we get started, what do speeches of information mean exactly? Well, any speech is informative if it presents information to an audience, such as a student report, a teacher's lecture, giving directions to someone, explaining a problem, or a talk about safety at a neighborhood meeting. Just like any other speech, informative speeches also require some amount of preparation. The steps for preparing an informative speech are: analyzing your audience. You need to know clearly what kind of people you're addressing. Are they kids or young adults? Are they middle-aged or senior citizens? Choosing your topic. What topic you choose also needs to be in accordance to the kind of people you're dealing with. Is your content related to business? Or is it something about traveling? You should remember that the audience you're addressing and the content which you're choosing to address both go hand in hand. Narrowing your topic. If you are choosing a general topic, make sure to narrow it down and be specific. That way, it would give depth and value to your speech. Gathering information. You don't want to give an informative speech with half-cooked details. Make sure that you do your homework well in advance and gather all the required information. Like we discussed in the previous video, presentation aids play a very crucial role in speech delivery, especially in the delivery of informative speeches, as you need to present a lot of your details. Organizing your speech. And of course, your speech should always be organized, no matter what kind of speech it is. Preparing the informative speech. Do you know what is the framework for preparing your informative speech? Well, it's very simple. All you have to do is look at this roadmap, which shows you the steps. Analyzing your audience. Get as much information about your audience as you can to make your speech relevant and interesting. Here's what you need to know. The age range. What is the age range of your audience? What topics do you think would interest them? The gender. What is the gender of your audience? If they are both men and women, choose a topic that is interesting to both. The occupations. What is the occupation of your audience? The economic level. What is the financial position of your audience? And finally, the general background. What are the attitudes, habits, and religious beliefs of your audience? Is your audience married? Choose a topic that is of interest to everyone. Choosing your topic. After analyzing your audience, select a topic that will interest your audience. It's always better to pick a topic that you know very well. Narrowing your topic. It's impossible to say everything about a topic in a short speech. How do you narrow an informative speech topic effectively? Specific topic. Don't be general and limit your topic to one particular aspect. For example, the topic hurricanes is too general, but the topics preparing for hurricanes and dangerous effects of hurricanes are specific. Soccer is too broad, but the history of soccer or the basic rules of soccer could be covered in a short speech. Only one idea in a topic. Make sure your topic covers just one idea. For example, the topic traveling to a foreign country and fishing in the pond contains two different ideas. Make sure you don't make this mistake. Achievable topic. Make sure your audience is actually able to act upon, understand, or remember your information about your speech after it's over. For example, if you give a speech on how to drive a car, your audience will not be able to drive a car instantly. However, the topic how to buy a car is achievable since your listeners would be able to use this information. Gathering information. After having analyzed your audience, chosen your topic, and narrowed it down, you need to gather information so you can prepare your speech. Search for more information about your topic by writing down what you already know about the topic, asking others who know something about your topic, doing research in the library or on the internet. Another great way to gather information is to interview people who know something about your topic. Search out experts who may also have knowledge about the topic that you choose to present. Interviews. Interviewing people is another way you could gather information to know something more about your topic. Search out for experts in the field. This could be your colleagues, acquaintances, friends, or even family members. Before you interview anyone, decide what kind of questions you will ask. There are 5 basic types of questions you can use when you're conducting your interview. Here are a few questions which you could use when you're conducting your interview. Number 1. Open-ended questions. These are the general information questions which requires the respondent to elaborate. Examples of open-ended questions are: what is your opinion about? Or, how do you feel about? Or, what do you think about? Number 2. Yes or no questions. These are the questions which require a simple yes or no response. Examples of yes or no questions could be: do you think? Or, is it? Number 3. Scale questions. These are the questions which requires the respondent to rank a topic on a scale. For example, how would you rate the performance of this car? Poor, fair, average, good, or excellent? Or, on the scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the affordability of this car? Number 4, direct response questions. These are the questions which requires the respondent to provide the requested information. For example, could you give me 2 reasons why students might cheat on tests? Or, who is the mayor of New York City? And number 5, multiple choice questions. These are the questions which requires the respondent to choose from 2 or more provided answers. For example, how many books does the average college graduate read in a year? Is it none? Or 1 to 10? 10 to 20? Or is it over 20? Library research. Despite the popularity of the internet, college and public libraries are important places to find information in books, magazines, newspaper articles, and journals. Record every useful piece of information, fact, or quotation on a note card. Be sure to write down the important bibliographical information about your source. This includes the author's name, the author's credentials, and the title or name of the book, magazine, newspaper, or article, the publisher, and the date of publication. Recording this information on cards makes it easy to locate and cite your sources during your speech. Listeners like to know the source and reliability of a speaker's information. You also establish your own credibility as a speaker when you cite your sources. Internet research. Nowadays, the internet is the most convenient source of information about most topics. But many websites provide inaccurate and biased propaganda disguised as good information. So, you must be careful in choosing only authentic information by analyzing the purpose, authority, content, and objectivity of the website. Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a free online encyclopedia to find relevant information about virtually any subject. Information in Wikipedia is often updated by the minute, so out-of-date content is quickly replaced. However, Wikipedia has disadvantages also. As anyone can edit almost any page, readers can't always be sure of the accuracy of the information. When citing internet sources, be sure to specify the author's name when available, the website name, and the date. Guidelines for organizing your informative speech. As always, it begins with the introduction. Number 1, begin with an attention-getting opener. Number 2, preview the main sections in the body of your speech. The introduction is then followed by the body. Number 1, include 3 main sections. And number 2, provide supporting information by citing sources, giving supporting details, and using presentation aids. Number 3, include transitions. And finally, you will move on to the conclusion. Number 1, summarize the main sections of your speech. Number 2, make final remarks your audience will remember. All right, now it's time for some questions. Are you ready? Number 1, Name any 2 kinds of questions that you can ask while conducting an interview. Number 2. What are the ways in which you could gather information? Number 3. What are the important bibliographical information that you might need to mention in your speech? Have you answered all the questions in the comment section below? Well, I hope you had an enjoyable session of public speaking skills. Stay tuned to ITV Life Skills for the next video on life skills.